Yo guys, it's Old Man G here, back again. We're live. Sorry for the delay there, guys. But remember, if you are new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to it. This is obviously a live watch along, guys. So we're not showing the just out of curiosity. I think I saw, let me see. Um Bro, is this a live reel? No, it's not gonna be a live, guys. It's YouTube, it's gonna be a watch along. It does say it in the title. So like we can't show the games live, otherwise my YouTube channel will be banned and stuff. I don't think there's any YouTube channel on YouTube that will show live that isn't going to get struck down. So if you want to watch the game live, you got to go and find it legally. We're not going to be screening games live, but I will be watching along, commenting on it, on what should be a great performance. And apologies, like I said, for the delay when 3 minutes in. Let me know what your thoughts are in the streets as well. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to go through? If you are new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, Unite X, and smash the notification button, and so on. But so far, even Stevens. Let's see what happens though. I'm gonna just get this out. Ooh, but yeah, yesterday we had some really good games yesterday, and fingers crossed we're gonna get some good games again today. But yeah, Portugal versus Spain. Bruno, who I'm a United fan, I love Bruno Fernandes, but he's not really turned up at this tournament yet. He's gonna have to do something, and he's gonna have to do something fairly quickly. However, you'd think that whoever wins this game should be, because I think the winner of this faces the winner of USA Belgium. So the winner of this game, you'd think, should be able to beat either Belgium or the USA. So whoever wins this gets a bye to the semi, well, not a bye, but should get through to the semi-final, I would think. But so far, so good. Spain obviously doing their passing, pass motion. Okay, Portugal win it back. My only thing with Spain, I mean, obviously Portugal, you could argue, what did Portugal have up top? But Ronaldo, 41-year-old Ronaldo against, if 41-year-old Ronaldo scores a goal from open play against Spain around a 16, then we need to ask some questions about Spain. And Cancelo goes wide, but yeah, not ideal Cancelo, but worth a go. Yeah, my only thing with Spain is just that, just that. Obviously, they've got Yamal, but that just killer instinct to find a goal. I'm just like, And as I've said before, if you mark Yamal out of the game, if he comes up against a fairly pacey fullback, whoever that is, I'm not sure who creates in the Spain team. You know, I'm not saying the midfield isn't, but just like with the Netherlands had a decent midfield, but you've got to do more than being able to hold on to the ball. You also have to be able to create. But Spain on the attack here, and then through, and they're through, and is he offside? Iozopor better be offside. How has he missed that? He's onside. He's onside. He's on. Wow, that's a miss. What did I say? What did I say? I was like, the issue with Spain is they don't have that killer instinct attack. Ayozabal is onside. That should be bottom corner in, and it's gone wide. I don't know whether he plays in his mind he thinks it's offside. That's a terrible miss. I'm sorry, it's a terrible miss. Oh, Ronaldo, what's Ronaldo doing, man? Trying to do step overs against the defense. Bro, Ronaldo, come on, man. Just stay in the box. Don't start doing step overs and trying to get through people. Oh, does he keep it in? Corner. This is where Ronaldo can do his thing. Joao Felix is playing. I didn't even know. Cancelo, Diaz, Viega, Mendes, who's on Yamal's side. So Nuno Mendes has to, and he can. Nuno Mendes is a decent fullback. He can silence Yamal. That's all going to be his job. Joao Cancelo is another matter, but you've got Biena, who I don't know the guy. I don't know how good is. He's definitely no Nico. Pedro Neto though, man, and Joao Felix though. Come on, this Spain team's got to win. Ronaldo went down. It looks like he was being fouled. Not sure what the coming together was. Are they going to check something or no? Doesn't look like it. Let's play on, but they said no, and I don't know. Tina. I think this is going to be. Well, we'll see. Obviously, Spain can, but yeah, this game is more close than I think people initially said. I know Portugal haven't played well, but they've still got quality players. So I think the fact that people are saying it's just going to be a walkover for Spain, especially given Spain's lack of World Cup knockout wins recently, and Joao Felix fouls. Ooh, Rodri's a lucky boy. I've just seen that, man. Rodri's a very lucky boy. That could have easily been given as a penalty. It's brute. Angles against them, but unlucky Ronaldo. Decent save. Ooh. Ooh, Infantino. Gianni Infantino has come out. What was he? What's this guy said about? What's Gianni Infantino said? What's he said? I've seen the public comments regarding the decision of the independent FIFA disciplinary committee related to the suspension of Florian Balogun, and I would like to reiterate a fundamental principle of FIFA's governance. Okay, FIFA's official bodies are independent. They operate autonomously, apply the FIFA disciplinary code, and decide cases based on the applicable regulations and the specific facts before them. Their independence is essential to credibility and to football, and this must always be respected. Okay, so why hasn't, aside from I think in 1966, where people was bribed, why hasn't there ever been a precedent for this? Like this is the problem, Gian. I'll deal with this paragraph. The problem, Gian, is that there's been no there's been no precedent for this in the history of without corruption, obvious corruption and bribery, skied by Alex B. Spain got some brick attackers, man. Um, but there's been no precedent. That's the problem. Yes, I regularly discuss matters related to the FIFA World Cup with the President of the United States. And on this matter, I did receive a call from President Donald Trump, just as I received calls from heads of state, government officials, football stakeholders. I love this guy. It's so corrupt, man. Yeah, I did discuss about it, but yeah, I also received phone calls from heads of state, government, football stakeholders, business executives from around the world on many different issues. During our conversation, I explained that there was an ongoing legal process of FIFA's independent body and that the case would be decided in due course by competent bodies. That's how this works, and is a principle that I will always uphold. I read the decision of the FIFA Disciplinary Committee when they are issued. Sometimes I'm surprised at them, sometimes I agree with them, and sometimes I disagree. What I always do, however, is respect these decisions and the autonomy of the bodies that make them. Whether we personally make a decision or not is irrelevant. Respect for independent institutions and the rule of law to protect the integrity of our competition and accredited to FIFA at all times. So that everyone says BS. So that everyone says BS. Like basically, what I've done is I've said absolutely nothing to address the situation at all. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. But shout out to Gianfantino for responding and making people look more corrupt than it already did look. Anyway, yeah, Portugal not really respected Spain right now, and like I said, they've gone for them. But oh, Nuno Mendes, unlucky. Kabasi stretching, and this Spain team kind of needs to wake up a little bit. Oh, but obviously Yamal, good save, and he gets a shot off. Buying it, and it's another save. Double save by Douglas Costa, and Yamal probably should score that, to be honest. Obviously, because Nuno Mendes is up way up, Yamal basically has the time and the space. And it's a brilliant save from Bayern as well. And yeah, I mean, if Portugal gonna commit their fullbacks, they they can't commit them completely. Nuno Mendes has to do better to come back and track back against Yamal if he's gonna stop. They're gonna stop him because Yamal, if he gets that level of space again, Yamal will score. Cleared. Good, good. It's too strong. Yamal, well done, but still Spain's offside. Yeah, okay. Pepe. All right, so far so good. Well, not good for anyone. It's just it's like a standard Spain Portugal game, to be honest. Good clearance. But shout out to Diego Costa, man. Oh, big up S&B, man. These games was yeah, exactly. To be honest, the round of 16 games, there was some round of 32 games that were tight, obviously like Cape Verde against Argentina, but the round of 16 games have been the tightest. The weird thing is, I think that with the way the draw's gone, that some of the quarterfinal games are going to be like, so for example, potentially England, Norway, and whoever faces the USA or Belgium out of this might not be. But then again, I don't know. But certainly the round of 16 games, a lot of them have been really tight. I'd argue that even Brazil Norway, where I know Brazil didn't play well, but let's not. But Norway didn't score until the 70 something minute from Haaland, and Brazil had a penalty that they missed and chances. So it's a different story, to be honest. I've always said this. I know people are going on about Carlo, but if Endrick actually scores his Gimez scores his penalty, you know, maybe Endrick has a chance, finishes his chance, whether it's 1-0 or 2-0. When you have something to defend, you play differently. You can then bring on defenders, you can bring Fabinho, you can park the bus, Ramshop, and then Norway, and then the pressure's on Norway to score. Oh, this is brilliant from Portugal, and it's wide. And flag's gone up from Cancelo. The better from Portugal and Spain, and just looking a little bit, you know, mm, Spain are just looking a little bit. I mean, they're okay, but again, as I've said, we'll see. But again, there were a lot of people that I think basically gave Spain the dub automatically, and they have had the better chances so far. But Portugal also look dangerous, and it'd be interesting to see how long Roberto Martinez decides to play Ronaldo for. Because, like I said, the Spanish attack, that Ayazabal chance, it should have been 1-0, but that's the difference. If Yamal is marked out of the game or pocketed by a decent fullback, you can't really freak the Spain. Also, the referee is Anthony Taylor, so it is what it is. Okay, free kick to Spain. Baena about to deliver it in. Free kick comes in, heads away. Power, and it's a goal kick. And hydration break. 0-0. I don't know what Roberto Martinez is telling the it's hydration break. Obviously, for those who aren't aware of what's going on, it's a hydration break. I don't really know what Roberto Martinez is telling teams. Maybe he should tell someone to, I don't know, lock in on Yamal. That would probably be a good idea. Maybe tell Ronaldo to stay in the penalty area, or stop doing stupid step overs. That would probably be helpful. I generally think that Ronaldo doing step overs is helpful. Right? Stop doing step overs if you can. If you can, stop doing step overs. Okay, hydration break over now. Hydration break over. Okay. Yeah, the first goal will unlock it, and then well, we'll see. I don't know what will happen necessarily. I've not posted my England reaction yet, but I will soon. I've just not had the time. Speed at Portugal is I mean, obviously, there've been a few chances, but it's still kind of been quite mid so far. Very, well, maybe it's technical, but or maybe just because. And this throw into Portugal. Sorry. Okay, back. Okay, Spain win it now. Okay, it's a good ball to, and it's well done. It's a good defending. Good challenge to keep your mouth out. Um, I don't think. To be honest, England are probably a bit lucky that not don't have to come across this Spain side until the final. Uh, it's a free kick to Spain. Although once again, you can see the nature of the refereeing and that like it's stop and start. Oh, good block. Good one, Mendes. Pedri, good set. Is there not a flag? Or flag was up. Okay. The flag was up. It's a good ball from Pedri. Pedri's delivering some of the G's in. Foul on Ronaldo by Laporte, who's playing in Saudi. Clearance. Oh, it's a hash of a clearance by Spain there. Unfortunately, they don't have the attack to the Portugal don't have the attack to follow that up. Bruno on left. Bruno Fernandez. Mm. Okay. Spain go again. I think Spain are probably gonna go a goal. I wouldn't be surprised if they go a goal to the good now. Portugal only really have the counter attack, and you can't really do a counter attack with Ronaldo up top. Cross in, although I also don't think that crossing inshallah is an option for Spain right now. Just keep the ball on the ground. Rodri, unless you give Rodri a banger. Yamal won the ball there, and it's a foul, and I'll give it a yellow. And I'll give it a yellow. He might get. Should he? I don't think it's a free kick. Yeah, Nuno Mendes again locks Yamal, and it's arguably a yellow. He's lucky he's not got a yellow, Yamal, because that was a kind of a frustrated, oh, I lost the ball, now I'm going to just lunge type of tackle. So he's lucky he didn't get booked. What is Douglas Luiz doing, man? Spain obviously are pressing him, but, you know, kick the ball. What's he doing? Diego Costa. What is that? And saved. There's a solo leveling game coming. Anyway, okay. Portugal need to kind of maybe go a bit faster. Portugal, but okay, they can. Oh, Vitinha win it was won it. Hello to is it Adele? Adele, thank you for joining the stream. Cross in. Ronaldo. Ooh, unlucky. Ooh, that was close. That's Portugal's best win of the game. Felix heads it back off the goalkeeper, and Ronaldo does really well to try and flick it. To be honest, Simon obviously gets it because obviously it's going away from him. Unlucky. That's actually good play from Ronaldo there. What's going on? What's Anthony Taylor doing? No, Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto's taking his boot off. Okay, okay. So no, you need to get off the. No, no, come on. No, you need to get off the field. Eh. The annoying thing about this tournament stuff was that they initially started with players going down, injured, thinking or whatever. They need to, if they're down, they need to go off for about a minute, and that was stopping players actually going down. They had to keep on going. If they were injured, to be assessed, all that stuff. But now they just seem to have forgotten the rule now. So I could clearly see what happened. Obviously, Joao Felix is down. They don't want to go down, so they get Neto to just do something, and then he just comes back up again. It's all fine. It's like a foul by Spain from, but yeah, it's a bad tackle. Spain, I don't know whether Spain are a little bit rattled or, but well, I think if they make another challenge again, they need to bring a card out. It's a good ball. Cancelo, Cancelo, and corner. Okay, they're changing his shoe in between. But like I said, Spain need to quickly. But again, as I've seen with Spain these times, this tends to happen. They just don't have a great attack. There's, oof, unlucky Nuno Mendes. Nearly, nearly. I know what happened here. See, Nuno Mendes takes a shot. It's deflected, and it's off Porro. They got very lucky there, Spain. Long throw. What? What's going on? Okay, Kukuret, I don't know. Iberian Derby, man. Okay, take two. Okay, and Spain on the move. Good feet. Are not allowed. The amount thought had been trampled, but is not. That's what I think too. Good tackle. Yamal. It's a foul. No? Oh, what? Uh, Felix has done good defensive work this half. Fair play to him. Actually, it's not now I look at it. Well done, Bruno. If I've not seen all game. What was that? Killed the Ronaldo killed the attack. And there's 1 minute of normal time remaining. I wonder. I wonder who do you take on penalties? That's going to be the interesting one because obviously that was what Portugal prayed for. But Spain shouldn't let it get to that, and I don't think they will. Ooh, why didn't Cancelo go to that? Stop the pass there. Death by 1,000 passes from Spain. Daniel, oh, it's a good position. Portugal near that, close the space. And Rodri skies it over. It's a great move, but it wasn't on. Like, I don't understand this. I was, oh, it's a great move, like, but Rodri skied it over. Like, it's a great move if you get it on target or almost create almost chance. That's fine. Passing it 5 or 10 times only to sky it over is not good football. I never understand. Oh, we held the ball and we passed it around for 10. It's like, right. And then the shot didn't go on target. Right. So let's see. The stats will be interesting. Joao Felix has had a good game. Oof. I've seen one of Red Ronaldo's run. So Spain 8 shots to Portugal's 5. Portugal 2 on target, 3 on target. 55. So even the possession stats are not as dwarf. Spain at 55, Portugal 45. So it's not like they're massively dominating possession. Pass accuracy, getting close, 3 to 5 fouls. Also good ball, Yamal, and it's a good clearance. But he's offside again, Yamal. Is he off? Yeah, it's well offside. That's gone early. He's done that a few times today. He needs to try and work on that a little bit. But to be fair, Nuno Mendes has his number right now. Okay, Spain won it back. No foul, and it's a foul. Yeah, you had to concede in the tournament, which is good. I mean, as a defense, but oh, a foul off. Okay. This has been so. It's it has been a little bit of a mid game. Like there've been some chances created, something, but okay, Spain are going forward now. Portugal backing off. They don't want to concede now. Still 2 minutes left. Mm. Half time. Yeah, this has not been the greatest watch. I'm not gonna lie. I sort of expected it because Portugal have not been that great, and Spain are just basically just possession merchants. It's been cagey, but it's not been a great spectacle as a neutral. So anyway, we'll be back for the second half. Don't go away. So we're back for the second half. Not that I missed much, to be honest. Portugal had a few chances. Spain's basic strategy is try and get the ball to Yamal. But again, he's been, so far anyway, he's been locked by Nuno Mendes. But, you know, and now Neto on the break. Neto's cross. Did it take a deflection? No. Yeah, they're being gate counter. Try and pulls it into Ronaldo, but I'm not sure Ronaldo's going to do anything from there, to be honest. Okay. Coutinho. Yamal. And now he gets the better of Nuno Mendes. And Cancelo clears it. I mean, it's if Spain are going to get anything, it's going to be via Yamal, to be honest. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing or not. I don't know. I've always, if Spain lift the trophy because of him, given the Ballon d'Or, because they'll be carrying. I'm not saying the Spain team is trash. It's just that it seems that when they look the most dangerous, it's when they just get it out to him. And as soon as he's locked out, then it's a problem. I think it was the Nations League final, wasn't it, when they played each other when Portugal won? Oh, okay, break. But Spain have enough players back. Oh, well done, Ronaldo. Challenge unlucky. Oh, Nuno Mendes. Oh dear, that's not good. This will be a big blow for Portugal, even if they do get through if Nuno Mendes is injured. Yeah. So this is not good for Portugal if Nuno Mendes is out, because I don't think they have anyone that can really lock or at least go to Yamal than him. So Is he coming off, man? Semedo replacing him. Nelson Semedo. Not as good, but he'll have to do a job. Okay. This will probably be the last game I stream as well. I was thinking about doing USA Belgium, but nah, I don't have the. It's 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep, and to be honest, part of the reason why I was always going to stream England because I'm an England fan, but I had extra motivation after the Norway Brazil because I'm like, okay, it's a good game. Norway doing their thing. Watching this game so far has not made me want to stay up to watch what is already a controversial game. That said, Belgium are bums. So if Belgium can appeal, they need to. You know, Balogun is going to score. You know, Balogun is going to score. Belgium aren't good. So, you know, it would be an injustice to see Belgium in a quarter final. I'm not going to lie. They've been awful. They played good football for 5 minutes against Senegal and got lucky because Senegal imploded. They didn't beat Egypt. They didn't beat Iran, and they just they got to capitulate in New Zealand to finish bottom. That's how they finished top of their group. So if the USA play like they did against Paraguay, to be honest, they should beat them. And Ronaldo's offside. Now, if this goes to penalties, who knows? Come on, Ronaldo. You need to be sprinting into that box, man, not jogging. Okay. 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 John Neves. Felix. Aldo. Unlucky. Nearly. Foul. Yao Neves has had a good game. So Yao Felix, sorry. Ooh, Omo, Pedri, Skies. Oh, deflection. Okay. And another corner for Portugal. And saved. 61 minutes in, and oh, I'm already getting bored. Just wrap the game for 90 and just give a penalty shootout, man. That's Spain are just. Ooh, foul. And Fernandez, Bruno. Who I've not seen. I mean, that's one United player that's been disappointing. I don't know if it's because obviously he's they're trying to he's supposed to be a 10, but remember Bruno's not really a 10. He's kind of like a he's a cam effectively. You know, he's an aggressive 8. I'm not saying he can't assist or create, but he's not strictly speaking a 10 really. Cucurella clearance. Portugal throwing. Anything I'm also worried about Nick Yamal is that like he's just come back from injury. You know, you can't playing him. It's now 64 minutes. You know, you can't play him for 90. And even if Spain do get through this, they'll, you know, get to Arsenal like that. You're now playing a guy of 100 minutes. You're going to come up against quite a physical. Well, Belgium. They better hope Belgium get through because Belgium are trash, so they should beat them anyway. But and get to the semi-finals. But Yamal. Ooh, good ball from Yamal. And awful from Baina. Oh, and shooting Baina. But it's straight at the keeper, to be honest. It's not. It's a chance, but it's not really. Yeah. It will be interesting to see if Leao comes on. Just maybe you would give it. Maybe you if Portugal gets the hydration break and then you bring on because for me, if Portugal want to win this and quickly, if they bring on Gomez and Leao on, get Spain on a counter they've had a few times. Yamal has got the skill, but that's a good ball. But he's not going to be the same player like 90 minutes, and he's also coming from an injury. So if I was Portugal, gets the hydration break in about 5 or 6 minutes, bring on Gomez and Rafael Leao and see what you do. Spain, I don't really know what they can do really. Who do they have? Have a look. Let's look at the benches. Again, the possession is pretty much the same. Let's look at the benches. Obviously, Semedo's on. Defenders, midfielders. I guess Moreno could come on. Moreno could come on. Ferran Torres, obviously. I don't know how fit Nico obviously is, but those would kind of be the three that I would think of. None of these guys are being. Oh yeah, no. But they're not in that. I mean, well, they'll meet them in this. Well, potentially in the semi-final. Obviously, France are playing Morocco in the semi-final, so we don't know because we're saying with France. Well, we don't 100% know that France are beating Morocco yet. So that's why I say because that'll be the semi. The teams that they face will be the winner of Belgium, USA, who they are beating. I don't care who Belgium, USA aren't getting through Portugal or thingy. Hydration break. Yeah, hydration break. For me, bring on Martinez needs to get some balls and bring on Leal and Gomez. England look better than these two. Oh yeah, but they're more physical and they have better attackers. This is an attackers tournament at the end of the day. Portugal have had many breaks. Just imagine Bellingham instead of thingy, Bellingham running, and then you then have him and Kane. So it's not just individuals. It's just Haaland can do stuff by himself, and France have Elise and Mbappe. So Sell Original, hello buddy. Thank you for joining. And SSB again. Spain, yeah, but they've always needed a nine. For me, they've not. This has been the issue since David Villa retired. Morata, you know, in fairness to him, he tried his best. He's not perfect, but like he tried his best to do stuff. And when he was doing his thing, Spain did progress. But now they don't have I mean, Yazabal, Zorre, he's not. So I don't know. I still think Spain will probably just edge it, but if it goes to penalties, I probably have Portugal. Because Spain in the second half have just not done, and I'm worried about Yamal because he's still coming back from injury. He looks obviously he's a talent because his brilliance, but like the coach needs to make a decision: do you play him for 90, potentially risking getting injured, and then quite frankly, if Yamal gets injured for Spain, as far as Spain ain't winning any World Cup because they're relying so much on him to get forward running at the fullbacks, getting attacking plays, creativity, etc. Because there's no creativity coming from the Spain midfield. Yamal's creating the chances. Yamal doesn't look as sharp compared to before the injury. Yeah, but because he's just going back. Yeah, because he's just going back from injury. That's what I've been saying. He 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 didn't start the first game. Came on in the 20 minutes of the second game, and then obviously he's played the third game. So really, um, yes, okay, they played. Who was Spain's round of 32 game against? I can't remember. Was it Austria? Yeah, who weren't really doing anything. Okay, Leao and Dallo coming on. Interesting. Interesting. So Leao, that's an interesting dynamic now. Because so Cancelo off, Felix. Oh, Diallo Rafa. Do you take off João Felix? João Felix has had a good game and has been good defensively um for good defensively for once he's come back. So I'm not sure I'd have taken João Felix off. I'd have taken Ronaldo off. But he's not doing that yet, which is somewhat annoying. But hey ho, foul on Yamal. But yeah, if they can just get the ball to Liao, that's what I'm saying. Yao's good, but I don't think that's why I'm being a bit worried because João Felix was tracking back a lot. Winning was back. He was doing a lot of good stuff. Um, if you're bringing on Rafael Leao, it's literally because you're banking on the Spain players being tired and not being enough to catch up. Okay, Yamal for the free kick. Yamal. Ooh, safety first. Over on target. Well, it's easy. He's not expecting it. Spain's fifth corner. And Costa Paris. Not really anyone to break. Ronaldo needs to chase. Okay. Is Gomez on the bench or what? Who's got Portugal on the bench? Oh, Bernardo Silva. Yeah, Gonçalves. I said Gomez. Ramos. Got Matheus Nunes, Gonzalo Ramos, Bernardo Silva. Though maybe you do need Bernardo. Ruben Neves. I mean, I guess it just depends what game Portugal want to play because Portugal actually do have quite a few options on the bench. I'd argue more um, decisive decision-making options than Spain even do. Spain have Ferran Torres and Moreno. Gavi isn't going to do anything, um, and Nico is half injured. So Portugal have. Oh, Semedo. Semedo needs to go close. Yamal. Oh, and no, not the great pass. Sorry, Yamal. That's a tired pass, man. That's a tired pass. That's a tired pass. Dallo. Spain throw. Ferran Torres for who? Ferran Torres is replacing Baena. Okay. Again, we might do something, Torres. We'll see. Oh, Continue. Ron Fernandez, come on. I've not heard from Bruno, man. I love you, Bruno, man, but you've not done anything at all today. I didn't even know Bruno was playing. Bruno's not had a good tournament at all. I mean, you could take Bruno off and maybe play Bernardo Silva, maybe. Or maybe if you want to go for it, maybe play two strikers. If you for whatever reason really and Spain win it back and Yamal again, because Olmo just still no one at 77 minutes. So this looks like one of those one of those like in the Unfriendly where the first goal is going to win it, and I still think it should be Spain because I feel like they've still got the out. No, no, they need to take Ronaldo off, man. They really need to have someone who can press. Like, I think he needs to have some balls and take Ronaldo off. To be honest. Oh, oh, good block. Good block. Ooh, touched by Diego Costa, not caught. And done the same again. But gotta go for it for the keeper. It's fair enough. Portugal. Oh, Spain. I think is a thing for handball. Portugal kind of. Is there? Let's have a look. No, not a handball. Don't know what thing Torres is talking about. There's no handball. Um, it's sort of are, but I think that's more because Portugal dropping deep. It's handball, but it's like, but even then, it's not like Spain are creating like these. They are kind of coming forward, but it's not like Spain are kind of creating these like clear-cut, decisive chances. They're just getting into the final third. Maybe they get a penalty, Portugal clear, or Bernardo Silva's coming on. Maybe they sort of yeah. That it's difficult. I don't want to say that they're Portugal hanging on because it's like because Spain's tactic right now is just get the ball out to Yamal and try and create something, and that's about it. And part of the reason is because Ronaldo is still on the field. And to expect a 41-year-old to press just doesn't make any sense. Like the fullbacks don't like Ronaldo's just on the fullbacks. Okay, passing it back. See, Ronaldo just killed the attack. You literally passed it. You should have crossed it. You passed it back. No, but so I can't really take this game seriously because any sane coach would be like, I need to take Ronaldo off, like now. But Rafael with pace. Oh, that's what Leao needs to do more of. But but he has unbelievable talent and pace, but I mean, he doesn't have a club right now. For all the hype about Leao, and I think there's definitely talent there. Of course, there is it, but he doesn't have a club. He's left Milan. I think I'm sure Milan is a free agent. Jamal, there's who's also not had a good. Bruno's not even had a good tournament. Even like, as ashamed as I am about his assists, Bruno has had a stinker. Consa but also coming on. Yeah, Ratinho off. I mean, he's not had a good tournament either. To be fair, Leao again. Yeah. To be honest, I'll be honest. This hasn't. It's not been a great game of football. Whether that's because of Spain or Portugal, I don't know. I don't think any of the teams have been particularly great. But Moreno and Fabian are coming on. You need to take Yamal off. To be honest, Pedri's coming off. He's had an okay game. You need to take Yamal off. Otherwise, you're risking getting injured. Oh, Olmo. Okay. Yeah, he's been getting into position. Moreno, I mean, Moreno's scored some G's, but I mean, you're effectively digging in. You're taking off one of your attackers. Like Spain aren't even playing with, from what I can give an action. And well, I guess is Yazabal still playing? But I'll have to check. Yamal, well done. This is a great one from Yamal. Brilliant run from Yamal. Asabo. Uh, Asabo is playing. Moreno. Uh, does he score? I mean, he might. He might be able to. I mean, like I said, Moreno might be able to do something. He scored goals for Arsenal before, so but this has not been a good game. Not really. Like it just, I get the concession, but even just the manner, like, because I don't mind passing control, but like the passing, even the issue with Spain's passing is the Spain's passing is tiresome. It's bothersome. It's like 10, 15 passes. It's just like, for me, if you're going, you can pass, but just like some France against Sweden, like quickly pass, move, pass, move, pass, move, make it quick and engaging, then that's fine. But it's just kind of like, right, pass sideways, move, okay, up, further sideways. And you're like, oh, right, okay. And then, then lose the ball. Okay, then pass to Yamal. Yamal runs, takes on things. I don't know. What was that by Ferran Torres? Right, okay. Moreno's in line. Yeah, it's okay, but is Moreno's in line what you want to bring on to win a got like if that's maybe now because like I said Portugal aren't offering anything up top unless Gonzalo Ramos comes on. Um, but he's not he's definitely not what you put if you're going to chase it, be chasing game or trying to get a goal. I would think Dallo and uh, Silva. That's a yellow. Of course, Bernardo Silva's going to get booked. Flies into him. It's a yellow. Bernardo Silva he is washed. Bernardo Silva. So, but this is painful, man. Like even as a neutral, like I'm not saying that Spain have done talent, but like we saw Norway, Brazil, we saw England, Mexico. Um, so many of these games, like this is just like because I'm saying like you can pass the ball, but you can pass it quickly and move. It's a lot of Spain's passing possession is just like USA versus Belgium will probably be a better watch. Belgium have been all for themselves. I mean, okay, yes, they got 5 minutes of glory against Senegal, but for the 18 minutes up to that, Belgium were trash. Like, I actually think USA are going to beat Balogun or no Balogun. I actually think USA are going to beat Belgium because Belgium's strategy at this World Cup will be awful for 70 minutes and then basically bring on Lukaku to be a thug in the box. And it's worked, but I, I don't really think that's a good strategy for winning a World Cup or progressing deep. 6 minutes of so definitely ooh, goal. Moreno, and that's it. The killer goal for Portugal. Moreno. Quick free quick. Portugal don't set. He's onside. It's a brilliant pass and it's a goal. Yep. It's a good finish. Quick. I mean, and this is what I was saying in this is in the Spain game. I was literally saying, I was like, Spain needs to just pass the move quickly. Quickly. It's game over. Low striker Moreno, yeah. But that was as soon as Spain got a bit quicker, like I said, quick pass move. They're able to get the goal, not this sideways stuff. And but I did say this has got the makings of a game where it's going to be like 1-0. But listen, Portugal have not done enough. Ultimately, they didn't this half. Um, um, and I don't know what happened in the previous game against Croatia. Uh, what's what's his name? Roberto Martinez had the balls to take off Ronaldo after I don't know how many it was 80 something minutes. I don't know why he didn't do it today. Spain are a better team than Croatia, and he didn't take him off. But shout out to Spain, man. They ultimately, I think, deserve to win the game. Um, Leao came on and was a pace merchant for a bit, but that's about it. Yeah, Portugal have not really tried a harder, to go and get the goal, etc. Maybe they were hoping for penalties, but I've said in this tournament so many times, this is an attackers tournament, and that's given a foul away. Arteta is somewhere smiling right now. Of course he is. Of course he is. But yeah, Portugal they've never. I mean, even though Portugal, Spain, if yeah, it's just they've. But yeah, going into last minute, and this is probably the last time we're going to see Ronaldo at a World Cup. Oh, what was that? Rafael Leao. Yeah, cross. Leao's cross. Yeah, and you just need to just clear it now. 1-0 to Spain. Forward, it's just kind of like, I've got to know that should again, is this the manager? Is this I don't know. It's a bit strange. Even now, Ah, Portugal just don't know what to do, which is it's yeah, it's weird. It's just like the kind of like the weird thing about looking at Portugal is it just seems that they were like I don't know what the game plan was today. It just seemed to be like we just need to contain Spain and maybe see them to penalties. That must be the game plan because they don't look like they knew what you know. Even now, you've got Gonzalo Ramos on the bench. You need a goal. Was it over from who? Bernardo's. Ah, yeah. Bernardo Silva should score, man. Yeah, Bernardo Silva should score that. Some beef between him and Rodri. Just blow the whistle, ref. Honestly, if Spain just plays quicker, maybe pass less and be the more direct, they win it. Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm still not impressed by this Spain team. But they but they'll get to the semis because they're better than Belgium and the USA. But I would be surprised if they beat France. Although, can any of the French fullbacks do with Yakimi? Probably not. Get the ball in. What are the Portuguese doing? Get the ball in. What is that? Yeah, blow the whistle, ref. Yeah, there's no urgency at all. Free kick to Portugal from on Conceição. Yeah, last kick of the game, but it's yeah, but yeah, I don't. If they're facing up against any of the other big teams in the quarters, they'd be going home. But although, I mean, yeah, that's it. Shout out to Moreno, man, and Ronaldo. Spain won, Portugal not, which I kind of sort of said was going to be. This looked like it was going to be a game that's going to be a 1-0, similar to the Canada South Africa one. Yeah, last game from Ronaldo. Not going to be. Roda's won your last World Cup, but let's be real. You weren't going to win this tournament. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't a great second half. France versus Spain and Egypt versus semis. I mean, that's what I think. But England need to get through Norway first. Norway is a bit tricky. and Argentina need to get through. Well, they'll get through Egypt. But they need to get through Colombia first. Um, although Switzerland, I'm not going to completely dismiss Switzerland. I think Colombia should beat them, but Switzerland, Switzerland, especially knockout football, a little tricky. They're a little tricky. So we'll see. Um, they're a little bit tricky, Switzerland. Um, Bruno was just bad today. Spain was able to break the lines so easy in the final third. It's like Portugal always running back foot. Maybe, I don't know. To be honest, for most of that half, the second half in particular, I just felt that Spain had just resorted to pass the ball out wide to Yamal and then get Yamal to sort of run and cut in to run and create something. That was it. Like I didn't see them kind of like break through the defense and create chances for Oyarzabal, Almos, etc. Like, and they'll like cut like as if Portugal being cut open. Like I didn't see that at all. But to be honest, like I said, for me, for me, as much as like I want to go on about, what the hell is Ronaldo, a 41-year-old playing for 90 minutes? Martinez had the opportunity to. I don't know why Gonzalo Ramos didn't come on. I don't know why he didn't come on. I don't know why he didn't come on. You need to get a goal. You need to get a striker, man. Like you didn't bring Gonzalo Ramos on. You need to get a goal. So I just got the impression, similar to with Paraguay, where although at least Portugal has tried to go for it, Paraguay was just thugs. But it's a similar vein where I was like, with Paraguay, I was like, you Paraguay was worse because when they went to go down, they still didn't try to win the game. But at one point, I was like, what is the frustrating? You contain, but what actually is the plan here to try and go ahead, etc. Yeah, it's upset. Can the cameras not pan towards Ronaldo, man? Let's just leave the dude alone, man. Mm. Spain book midfield is what I'm trying to get at. It's why Silva came on and I'm playing deeper. Yeah, but again, even then, like I don't think they did it as much as much as it maybe in the first, but the second half, I don't know. I didn't I didn't get that. Even if they did, it didn't seem to be that they were creating. Like to be honest, until Moreno scored, I can't remember many clear cut chances Spain actually had. That doesn't mean that they weren't crossing the ball into box and running a goal, but I never felt really that what's his name, Diego Costa was really, maybe there was one or two saves, but it was really tested really, and that's the thing. It's just like I watched Spain and it was kind of like, yes, at no point did I feel Spain were not in control of the game, but I don't know, you know, we'll see. Who wins in France versus Spain? Of what I've seen so far, France. The argument that people will say to me is, "Oh yeah, but France's midfield isn't as good," and you're right. Spain's midfield is better, but France's attack is better, and we already saw in this game when when uh, when Portugal did break on Spain. Spain had problems. So that's my only thing. Yes, Spain have the midfield, but and also You put a Yamal on for 90 minutes who's coming from injured, who looks sluggish. Because let's keep it a stack. Spain won this game because they were able to bring on Moreno to do his Arsenal thing and score. That's basically why they won the game. Aside from that they're under control, that's why they won. So if your solution is you're going to be relying on Moreno to win you games, I'm sorry you're not winning a World Cup. Like not when Norway have Haaland, not when France have Mbappe, Elise, Dembele, Barcola, not when England have Jude Bellingham. England like you're not. Yeah, it's his last game. It's his last game for Portugal. Well, actually, no, we'll see. I mean, he did say he's retired for international football, but who knows? Maybe he might get in play Euros or the next. I don't know because the next World Cup is in Portugal, so you never know. Maybe he might keep playing. You know, put himself in time. I don't know, but yeah, because I would be interested. I a quarterfinal against the USA. Yeah, because we're saying France again. We're saying France Spain, but I mean a quarterfinal. And with how Donald Trump has been moving, SSB and Chainsaw, with how Donald Trump has been moving, it's going to be tricky. With how Trump has been moving for the US, Spain versus USA is going to be tricky. It's going to be There's going to be calls that are going to be made. There are going to be calls that are going to be made. Obviously, Spain's midfield is completely sort of, but to be honest, Balogun is probably a better attacker than forward number 9 than what Spain have right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's actually, I mean, they're showing the goal again. It's actually really poor from Portugal to sort of to concede after that. Like, you know, I hate just as a general rule, I hate when footballers switch off when they're getting like they'll kind of like there'll be a foul and then they'll kind of be in a kind of protest mood, oh ref, quick free kick, and then you're in trouble. Like for me, as soon as the ref gives a free kick, get locked in and get into position. Pretty much every single Portugal they're showing that clip when they got the ref just were protesting in a protesting pose and weren't locked in. They didn't expect Spain to take a quick free kick because it was the 90th minute. They probably wanted to slow them down and they got punished. Simple as that. For me, Portugal deserve it. The midfield is overrated. Yeah, but it still controlled the game. Portugal didn't really offer much, I'll be honest. Ronaldo had no supporting cast. The manager didn't bring on. He hasn't had a striker on a bench that scored a goal and didn't bring it on. Um, Roberto Martinez should be sacked. Um, I just wanted CR7 to win to stop Messi fanboys, but it's almost yeah. It's. I mean, the debate will always go on. Obviously, you can say Champions League, different things like that. So Messi, well, Messi has to get through Egypt first, which I'm sure they will. But to be honest, it just wasn't going to happen. For me, the biggest issue of Portugal, to be honest, is that throughout their history, I mean, I know they've got a thing on history. They've not had a good quality manager that can really bring the best out of these players. And that's difficult. The Dutch haven't had a good manager that's done that. The Germans haven't. The Italians, there's not really that many managers that can really bring us those key players. That's why, whatever you say, you've got to give respect to Southgate. Because Southgate, you can see, got the best out of some of the players that he was, even though they didn't win a specific thing. When you look at the talent that's in some of his other teams, So what's what's this? Um, Trump is going to make South Korea. Yeah, bro. The corruption is real. The corruption is really unopened, bro. Spain aren't getting past the USA. But Ronaldo could be the 23rd man in a 2030 player match. Well, to be fair, the next World Cup is in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. It's been shared amongst them all. So I wouldn't be surprised. Nah, he can't. He can't play. He's 41 now. He'll be 45. You can't have a 45 Ronaldo playing a World Cup. You can't. You can't. But unless he finds a way to kind of rejuvenate his body, which he can't. You can't. Is that Ilish Pan? FIFA will not let CR7 to win a World Cup. I mean, FIFA wasn't the reason why Roberto Martinez didn't put on Gonzalo Ramos. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. I mean, I respect Ronaldo for everything he did for United, not the second stint. You can't. No sane coach is going to rely on a 41-year-old striker, no matter how much time they have, to lead the line. A defender, potentially, a goalkeeper, sure, but not a striker. Because what people need to understand is the problem with Ronaldo, and this happened at United as well in his second stint, was that because Ronaldo isn't going to press, because he's not going to press, and he's going to make his runs or time his runs, etc. Because he's going to do that, the defenders, the centre backs, are quite happy to go forward, to push up, to have as much time as possible, because they know they can catch up with him. So they'll step out and they'll step up. So Portugal had to rely on, the wings, and they didn't really have a lot of that today until Leao came on and was just a pace merchant. Bruno wasn't creating anything. So this is the problem. Like, if anyone has played football, if you've got a number 9 that's slow, then that as a defender, you're like, oh yeah, even if the ball gets him, I can catch up and I can deal with it. The issue is if you have someone that's quick, let alone 3 attackers that are quick. That's when you're going like, oh crap, we have to kind of. That's why I'd still be worried if I was Spain going up against France, because then you're running up against Mbappe, Elise, Barcola, Doué, Elise, who are all quick. But I can't see this. They've kept clean sheet, which I think is good. So that's a good sign for Spain. But I don't know. I just still cannot see. I want to see how they come against an attack, because the USA, France, which are the quarters and potentially the semis, or even Morocco for that matter, are going to try and come out against these guys. And Morocco, if it's Morocco, can at least match Spain's midfield. HH Kirsten Surfson finally wins. I'm telling you now, is rigged. Argentina are the winning. I don't think Argentina are winning. Not from what I've seen. If anything, this is rigged for the US. For me, nothing that I've seen has changed. My it's still France Argentina as my final. Although from what the only thing that's changed is that England Mexico game, I saw something different. So England could potentially, because if they fight like England fight like against Mexico there, even though Mexico aren't that great, oh, they're showing a second goal. Um, they're showing the Bellingham goal. Press. Well done by Gordon there. This is what I'm saying. I'm looking at Bellingham and Kane, and they're like, these guys are going to cause and would cause an Argentina and Spain problems. Like, that's my concern with Argentina and Spain is like they've yet to come across attackers or physical athletes properly that are not that are not going to. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Tuchel might set up to be quite defensive against Spain. I don't know, but we'll see. Shout out to Arsenal. Let me shout out to Arsenal CEO winners 26. Mikel Arteta deserves respect, man. Arsenal squad, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll be real. It's wild for Spain to be like, in order for us to win games, we have to bring Mikel Arteta off the bench. That's wild, but it is what it is. He does that G for Spain, Arsenal. If it wasn't for Arsenal, he doesn't do that. He has the clutch game. He does. He does. He does. He does. Mane and Salah type winners would have saved Portugal. Ronaldo banging goals. Well, Mane and Salah haven't done. Mane and Salah, let's be real. For a World Cup, they've underperformed for their teams. If what I would say though is if Salah does something against Argentina, we'll have some combos if he does. If he brings Egypt to a quarterfinal against Colombia, we'll have some conversations. I don't think that's going to happen though because Egypt have not been impressed. Mamouche and Salah got to somehow do something. You know what's a funny feeling here? Funny feeling I have. CR7 retires, Portugal win that title once he's got. Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. But then the thing is, though, is that like I still think Portugal have not really had a good manager that's been able to utilize the players that they had. I still remember them against Greece. He should have 2 Euros. Portugal should not have lost that game to Greece back in Euro 2024, I think. All this nonsense from Pedri, Vitinha, Bruno, etc. when all the action midfielders are having great tournaments. Yeah, that's true. This is an attackers tournament. So the irony is that for all the passing and defense play, etc., as you said, it was Mikel Moreno who's basically had his best ones for Arsenal going forward, despite being a midfielder, being in forward, being in box. He's the one that won the game. This is an attackers tournament, and I still stand by that. Like the teams, we'll see what happens to the winner, but the teams with the best attackers are going to win the tournament. The teams are going to go for it. They're going to go in the game. Are going to progress far in the tournament. This is an attackers tournament. So I'm still doubtful about Spain purely based on that. If their strategy is just to pass 1,000 passes and see what happens, as soon as they come across a team that likes to attack and has pace and athleticism, I think they'll struggle. Salah to beat Messi. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Tiga tagging for is for leagues, boss. For knockouts is about box. Exactly. 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 England can't meet Spain into a final, so they won't come across it, but they will come across an Argentina who, again, from what I've seen so far, seems to be very much in with Spain. And we want to control the tempo, we want to calm things down, etc. Unlike Portugal, Cape Verde were like, "Now we're not going to do that." So it is what it is. Henri and what's this? Henri and Ibrahim Ronaldo was lame. Well, they're going to, yeah, because they've obviously very messy and there's obviously ego things as well. But listen, at the end of the day, um, that's Ronaldo out, obviously retiring. Disappointing exit for Portugal. Um, but like I said, Portugal ultimately didn't deserve to win the game. And quite frankly, I didn't even know if they could win the game because the manager didn't really seem like he knew whether he wanted to win or not. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for those who are tuning in. Remember for your channel to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at Red Devil Studio X. I'll probably post a brief match reaction um, for this as well, game as well. I'm not going to what's the word? I'm not going to do a live stream for USA versus Belgium. I'm not because Belgium been trash. And I want to actually get some sleep, to be honest. So it is what it is. Ronaldinho is my goat. Well, Brazil are washed. Brazil are incredibly washed. So, talking about why Henderson was taken, it should have been taken. Your chainsaw, your boy Henderson should be coming out, going to a World Cup, man. And this is it's crazy. You know, Henderson has played 0 minutes, has somehow gotten 1 yellow card, and is now out injured for the rest of the tournament. That's wild. That's wild. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow, guys. Well, have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace.